What if I told you that the most famous underdog story in history isn't just about a boy defeating a giant, but about how you can overcome your biggest fears, struggles, and doubts? We all have giants in our lives. Fear, self-doubt, anxiety, problems that seem way bigger than us. But what if the key to beating them isn't just about strength, but about perspective? The story of David and Goliath isn't just about a battle, it's about a mindset. And today, I'll show you how you can apply David's wisdom and courage to your own life and take down the giants standing in your way. Let's dive in. Imagine this. Two massive armies stand across from each other. On one side, the mighty Philistines, battle-hardened and fearless. On the other side, the Israelites, God's chosen people. But right now, they're terrified. And the reason? A literal giant. Goliath was a warrior over 9 feet tall, covered in bronze armor, carrying a massive spear. Every morning and evening, for 40 days, he stepped forward and mocked the Israelites. He didn't just challenge them, he humiliated them. "Send someone to fight me," he shouted. "If he wins, we'll be your servants, but if I win, you'll serve us forever." The Israelites looked at him and thought, "There's no way. He's too big, too powerful," and so no one dared to step forward. There's the thing. This is exactly how giants work in our own lives. They intimidate us. They make us feel small. They stand in our way, daring us to fight back. And often we do what the Israelites did. We freeze. We let the fear take over. But then, a shepherd boy walked onto the scene. David wasn't a soldier. He was a teenager who spent most of his time tending sheep. His brothers were the warriors. He was just a kid running errands. But when he arrived at the battlefield and saw everyone cowering in fear, he asked a question no one else was asking. Why is everyone else afraid? Don't we have God on our side? To the Israelites, Goliath was too big to fight. To David, Goliath was too big to miss. David saw the same giant, but with a different perspective. When King Saul heard that David was willing to fight, he probably laughed. This was suicide, but David told him something powerful. "I fought lions and bears to protect my sheep. This giant's no different." In other words, David had already been training for this moment. He just didn't realize it. This is a crucial lesson for us. The challenges you've already faced in life have prepared you for your biggest battles. David didn't need Saul's heavy armor. He didn't need a sword. He just took what he knew, a sling and 5 smooth stones, and walked toward the battlefield. Now picture this. Goliath sees David and laughs. "Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks?" he mocks. The entire Philistine army starts laughing too, but David doesn't flinch. Instead he responds, "You come at me with a sword and a spear, but I come at you in the name of the Lord." Then, without hesitation, David runs towards Goliath. Not away, not slowly, he runs towards the fight. He takes a stone, loads it in his sling, spins it fast, and lets it fly. Smack! The stone sinks into Goliath's forehead. The giant stumbles, then he falls. Silence. The army that was laughing a second ago, stunned. The Israelites, who were terrified moments before, shocked. And just like that, the giant was down. David defeated Goliath not because he was the strongest, but because he believed in something bigger than fear. So what does this ancient battle have to do with you? Everything. Because you have giants in your own life. We all have Goliaths standing in our way. They may not be 9 feet tall or wearing armor, but they make us feel small, weak, and powerless. It could be fear of failure, rejection, or not being enough. Doubt, thinking that you don't have what it takes. Struggles, financial problems, toxic relationships, health battles or addictions. Past mistakes, things you regret, shame that keeps you stuck. Here's what David's story teaches us. Your perspectives matters more than your problem. The Israelites saw an impossible giant. David saw an opportunity. What if you looked at your struggles as something you were meant to overcome? You don't need more strength, you need more faith. David didn't need bigger weapons. He didn't need armor. He just needed confidence in what God had already given him. You have already been preparing for this moment. David had no idea that fighting lions and bears would prepare him for Goliath. What if your past struggles have been preparing you for your biggest breakthrough? Fear will always be there, but courage means acting anyway. David wasn't fearless, he just trusted something bigger than his fear. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's moving forward despite it. David's story is inspiring, but it's not just a story from the past, it's a blueprint for how you can face the giants in your own life today. Because here's the truth, your giant is only as powerful as you allow it to be. David didn't defeat Goliath by accident, he had a strategy. And you can use the same principles to overcome whatever you're facing today. Let's break it down step by step. Step 1, identify your giant. You can't defeat what you refuse to face. Before David could fight Goliath, he had to recognize what the real problem was. The Israelites thought the issue was Goliath's size, but the real problem was their own fear. So ask yourself, what is the giant in your own life? Is it fear of failure? A habit you can't break? A situation that seems impossible? Write it down, say it out loud. Be honest, because once you name it, you can face it. Step 2, change your perspective. Most people saw Goliath as unbeatable. David saw him as too big to miss. This mindset shift changed everything. What if instead of seeing your struggles as obstacles, you saw them as opportunities? Instead of saying, "This is too hard," say, "This is my chance to grow." Instead of saying, "I'll never get through this," say, "This will make me stronger." Instead of saying this, "I don't have what it takes," say, "God's already given me what I need." Your mindset is half the battle. Step 3, use what you have. David didn't wait for better armor. He didn't ask for a bigger sword. He used what he already had, a sling and 5 smooth stones. Many times we think we need more before we can face our problems. I need more confidence. I need more money. I need more support. But the truth is, you already have what you need to take the first step. Want to start a new career? Use the skills you already have. Want to heal from past wounds? Use the strength you've already built. Want to overcome fear? Take the courage you do have and act on it. What's in your hand right now? Start with that. Step 4, take action. Run toward the fight. Here's the part that sets David apart from everyone else. He didn't wait. He didn't hesitate. He didn't overthink. He ran toward Goliath. Most people run away from their giants. They avoid difficult conversations, delay making decisions, or distract themselves with things that don't really matter. But procrastination only makes giants bigger. The longer you wait, the stronger your fears become. So whatever it is you need to do it now. Make the call, send the email, start the project, have the hard conversation. Take the first step. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to feel ready. Just start. Step 5, trust in something bigger than yourself. David didn't win because of his own strength. He won because he trusted in God. If he had relied on himself alone, he probably would have run like everyone else. But he knew he wasn't alone in the fight, and neither are you. There will be moments when you feel weak, afraid, or unsure. That's normal, but remember, you don't have to carry the battle by yourself. Faith isn't about having all the answers. It's about trusting that you're not fighting alone. What if you truly believe that no giant in your life was bigger than the God who stands with you? Imagine how that would change the way you approach your fears. The story of David and Goliath isn't just about a boy defeating a giant. It's about how we can all face our battles in our lives. Identify your giant. Change your perspective. Use what you already have. Take action. Run toward the fight. Trust in something bigger than yourself. The giants in your life might look intimidating. They might make you feel small. But remember, giants fall when you take the first step. And more often than not, the biggest battle isn't against the giant, it's against the fear inside you. David's story isn't just about a shepherd boy defeating a warrior. It's about how courage, faith, and action can turn the smallest person into the strongest fighter. So ask yourself, what's the Goliath in your life? And most importantly, what are you going to do about it? Now it's your turn. If this video encouraged you, let me know in the comments, what giant are you facing right now? If this message spoke to you, remember to like, subscribe for more Bible story insights, and share it with someone who needs encouragement today. And remember, no giant is too big when you have faith in something bigger than you. See you in the next video.